Yo, welcome back to another episode of Turning Him Up. I'm your boy, LP82, along with my co-host,
Young Tech, aka Wordplay.
where we gather every podcast to talk about what's going on in the world, especially in hip-hop. Where we talk about real facts and everybody's truth.
I mean, you gotta have that confidence to where it's on you, you know, you can't lack up. I got too much passion to quit, man. I gotta keep going all
Let's
day.
lock it in. Y'all ready?
Podcast. Turn the him up. Turn the him up. Podcast. Turn the him up. Turn the.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Turning Him Up. I'm your boy, LP82, along with my co-host.
Young Tech, aka Wordplay.
And today we got a special guest. He goes by the name of
T-Dubb. What's up with it?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, sir? How's it
Same
going?
old shit, different day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, of course, you know, we always got some topics to throw out there. So, there's a lot that happened in the news. I don't know if Tick wants to jump off into it first. But wait, let's get into this. How was y'all weekend? All right.
It was cool, man. What I do this week? Had my son's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday.
Right.
Went to Fiesta Village, you know. Had a little birthday party at the house and all that. It was cool.
That's what's up. That's
Oh,
what's
man.
What y'all?
up. I attended that birthday party. I was there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The vibes. All about the vibes. I had a good time. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, man. Kids getting old, man. 16 years old.
Oh, wow, nigga, really?
Yeah,
Real
16,
shit.
man. How y'all feel about that, man? Like with kids getting old. Like, first of all, how old is y'all oldest kid?
17.
Man, shit. My oldest about to be, he 21, about to be 22 this year. Yep, 21. No, he is 22. My bad.
Man,
22,
do
nigga.
y'all see any like changes when they getting like older like that? Like what's type of changes do y'all see that y'all notice like is very noticeable?
Well, you know, when it comes to girls, like a low key, kind of leave that to their mom. Their mom probably knows more of it. You just hear. All I hear is like this attitude and screaming and shit. That's all I pick up.
I
But
ain't looking forward to that shit.
yeah, but for the most part, yeah, I see changes. They be on some like, well, my oldest right now, she working. Yeah, you know, she cool.
When can you start working? What?
16. She started working
16,
at.
you can get a permit at 15, I believe.
She
Well,
wait,
used to. I don't know about now.
she started working after.
16, dog.
She started working after she was 16. So yeah, 17. But she's doing good. She's actually she's about to graduate. She's already looking to go to college. She has good grades and shit. So I'm proud of her.
Man, that's all right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You gotta be proud. Gotta be proud of yourself behind that.
I'm proud of my foot.
Hey, it's part of
Clean
you.
your ass.
You said how old is your oldest kid?
Man, my oldest is 22, bro.
Girl or
Boy,
Oh boy.
yeah,
22?
20 motherfucking two.
He like
Nigga
out
make a
on his
nigga
own
feel
and all
old.
that?
Yeah, he doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Shit in college, doing all right, man.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
But
hella
shit,
good.
fuck that shit. But,
So,
man, how y'all niggas feel about this sex shit as your kids get older? How do you think we should approach like sex education as your kids get older? Because nowadays, you know, we had to sneak fucking VHSs, you know,
Yeah.
remember
Watching
the
porn
numbers
and
and
shit,
shit,
yeah.
rewind that shit back to the right
Yeah.
number to put that shit back in the closet right underneath. But nowadays they got, you know, there's so much access to the shit that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, if you got YouTube, nigga, you got it. You got a tablet, nigga, you got it. You got access. So
To me, I would look at it like, you know, it's no way around it. If they want to get to it, they can get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think it's best to, you know, sit down and talk to them about it. You know what I'm saying? And kind of educate them on, you know, what it's about. And
But at what age? Because it's so available to them at such an early age
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah, that's true.
What's the proper age to sit down and actually talk to your kids?
I don't
about?
think it's really more of an age. I think it's just signs that because we all been young, so we kind of know.
I think it's an age limit, though.
Well, not
Yeah.
it's like this. It's like you got to think if you don't talk to them as soon as you start to notice it, because if you wait to a certain age, they probably been already doing what they supposed to
Been
be
watching
doing.
it and everything else.
You know what I'm saying? Or what they're not supposed to be doing. So I say, like, you pay attention to the telltale signs. You start to see them on their phone more. You might catch them talking to a boy and all that. You know, first it's
You know,
gonna start off
they
with
all
game,
get,
like.
and they all get curious around. I think like junior high, high school.
Shit,
They all,
shit.
they
That's
all,
why I asked though,
high
cause like
school, they get
I
like-
caught my son. He was only like 4 years old, and you know I'm looking on his YouTube, and I keep seeing this little foot fetish shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Damn, for you.
yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, matter of fact, it wasn't even the foot fetish shit. I want to spark this so bad. This nigga, I'm looking at his shit, and it's a bunch of piss on me shit. Golden shower type shit. So I'm like, nigga, this nigga 4 or 5 years old. What the fuck you doing, nigga? What kind of fetishes you got cracking at 4 and 5 years old? So I'm like, how do you approach that type of conversation? What kind of conversation can you have with a kid that young when it comes to
That-
sex?
See, I'm thinking logically thinking. I'm trying to think of it like for them to be into that, it might just be something they seen. And they mind is stuck on that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I guarantee
they might
that's what happened.
Roll past it or
On
something,
accident
you know what I'm
because the
saying?
shit
On
just,
accident.
yeah, and then boom.
And then
Ooh,
that
what's
was what they
that?
seen, and then
And wanted to keep watching it.
keep
But at that point, the mind is turning in their head.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
They seeing what the fuck they see,
Yeah.
and it's like, so okay, but how do you approach it though as a parent? You know what I'm saying? Do you
you gotta put privacy.
because you gotta say something.
I think honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, you gotta first and foremost like kind of understand your child, right? Because the main thing is, okay, they're watching it. If they're curious about it, you gotta kind of like with my son. Like honestly, he's 6, so there's little things that I do with him, like as far as like I ain't gonna lie, I show him little Instagram models, like yo, look, you like that. Like, you know, this is
You like that?
you like that, like people, like it make, like his mom be like, don't be doing that.
You like that?
Nah, but it don't be doing that. But
yeah.
in the mind though, sometimes I gotta recognize though too though. Sometimes I'm setting my son up to be a certain kind of person, and he's gonna be chasing after them type of
This
female.
type of female.
So I try not to do it, but I just want to check to see like, is he into like women, like you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to stuff like that, like fetishes and shit, I think that's like something like when he's that young, I think you need to nip it in the bud. Like, yo, man, don't be doing that shit. But then when he get old enough to where if he's still into it and he's like 14, 15, then kind of explain to him like, yo, look, it's nothing wrong with that, but just to let you know, man, there's a lot that come along with that type of shit. Like, you're going to be going down dark paths and shit like that, especially when it comes to experiencing sex so young and having these fetishes and all that type of shit. Because, that's once you start going that path of just, wanting sex and all that, you be going down some dark paths and shit just to get to it. And you be sketchy situations and shit.
Do y'all think it should be a discipline situation if they're young and they come across it and you notice they keep watching it? Do you think it should be some type of discipline?
Well, in my
to get
situation,
onto that, or-
I say not at first. At first, it's just more of because you just caught them. Yeah, whoa, what are you doing? What you watching? What do seeing where they at in their mind frame? If there's something that they've been doing for a while, or is it something that you just now catching on to? Because for me, I felt like this is obviously something that you done seen for a minute. So I went back to check the history. I want to see how far you've been looking at it, how long you've been looking at it, who you have looking at it. Because I have a young daughter as well, so I don't want her exposed to some shit that he's looking at on accident, and then now she's looking at it, and then it's a whole nother story now. And so it's nip it in the butt. It's discipline is after the first time. Then it got to be discipline involved after that.
So the first time you talk to him, you let him know this ain't it.
This ain't the site for you. This daddy's site. You can't be on this site.
You catch him a second time.
I don't know. Like it all.
Is there action with
got to
that?
be discipline. Because I'm pretty sure the first time you done told him you don't need to be on here no more.
I don't know. Like it depends. With boys is different though. Low key though. Like if he's into some, like I don't know.
See it again.
Yeah, like I don't want to be like. I don't want to go.
Yeah, eventually.
Exactly.
Because that's what happened with me. He eventually seen it again, and by the discipline, what I mean by what I did was I sat him down and talked to him, and what I explained to him, I was like, you know what? I'm mad that you did it, but I'm more disappointed in you
Right.
at the fact that I put trust in you not to go back to this stuff after you told me you wouldn't do it again.
Right.
And that right there, I think, hurt him more than the ass whooping did at that point.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? I'm just disappointed in you. I don't know.
I expected more. Yeah.
I don't know what to do now. I'm just done. Get out my face. I'm not. Oh man, boo-hooing like a motherfucker, worse than me beating his ass.
Exactly.
So I think that's why I say that you definitely got to talk to your kids. I don't think you necessarily have to beat them.
Yeah.
But I think you do need to whoop. Hey,
I ain't gonna lie.
You think whooping should take effect?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. My son, if I caught him doing that shit though, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna laugh first. I'm gonna fucking die laughing. Like, what the fuck?
I might have, but
I
it
would
was
die
like a
laughing,
fetish I
yo.
wasn't cool with, like on my part. Like, what the
Man,
fuck,
nigga,
go in the shower,
what is you
nigga?
doing, nigga? I'm gonna laugh.
We don't do that,
Being
dog.
that we were all young, though, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we all got whooped before, you know what I'm saying?
Beat,
You
nigga.
know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that honestly works? Or do you think that just, it's not really doing anything?
Yeah.
It's just you gonna go back doing the...
No. In my that shit worked, you know, because I can still remember certain beatings that I got. I'm 40-something years old, and I remember them from
Like
high school,
yesterday, yeah.
fucking elementary
Made you
school.
stop doing what you was doing?
Not only that, it made you think twice about doing other shit.
Yeah.
But
Do I really not the fact that you was scared? Because I was scared of my dad. You know, but I wasn't like physically like trembling, scared of my dad. But it made me think twice. Do I want the repercussions of what I'm about to do? Do I want to go hang out with the homies when I know I'm gonna get fucked up later on when I get home?
Yeah, because sometimes that talking don't work.
But you know,
Sometimes I say, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna take that ass whipping today because I ain't had fun in a minute. I'm finna go
yeah,
chill.
nigga, yo, you gonna have fun because you know what this gonna cost you.
It's gonna cost a whole lot. And then when you get home and you see that kitchen light still on at 2:00 in the morning,
Yeah.
you know it's a problem. You know,
But I think that just boils down to the kid though too though. Some kids,
it does.
bro.
I agree.
It's
I
just
agree.
like you can whip them like that shit don't
it don't
phase
faze
them.
them.
It don't. Some kids want that type of attention.
Too. You can kinda
Yeah, of
tell.
Yeah.
course. Especially when they're doing the same shit over
I agree
and
with
over
that.
and over.
Okay, so how would you handle it if your teenager, just say you got a teenager, they somewhat about to turn grown, they still living under the house with you, but they got attitude, they kind of like kind of wilding out. You know what I'm saying? But
Shit.
and they kind of at the age where you can't really kick them out and you can't really whoop them. You know what I'm saying? They're around.
Who
like,
said you can't whoop them?
I mean, like the whoopings ain't gonna affect them.
Nigga, I put these things on you after a certain age. You gonna catch these beater bangs, nigga. All right, but ain't no such thing as I don't give a fuck how old you is. You my kid. I'll whoop your ass if I feel the need to. Yeah, so nah, I don't
So
know.
what you talking-
Man, shit.
Y'all whoop your kids at 17 years old?
I would, but I don't think you need to.
Yeah, you should.
See, because like my oldest, not my oldest, but my second oldest, he about to turn 16. I think I whooped him once.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a little bit more mature than the average kid his age.
Yeah.
So I'm able to actually just sit down and talk to him about certain things.
Yeah, and it's good that he molded him to be to where you can actually do that. and
Yeah,
not
so
wilding
yeah,
out.
I don't have to beat him. I threaten my kids with my voice.
Yeah.
I really don't believe in a whole lot of ass whooping, but I will give it to you.
Yeah.
Quickly. You know. So, but no, I think there has to be a medium, some type of, because some kids get it, like you said. Some kids gonna get it, some kids don't. So it depends on the kid, it depends on the parent, it depends on how you were raised, because it ain't no school book to this shit for us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no book on it. You doing the best you can, and you kind of go from what you know.
Okay, tell me this: how would y'all handle a situation if you have a teenage daughter? You have a teenage daughter. She about, let's say 14, and she come home and say, "Daddy, I'm pregnant."
Shit.
Man, I don't see that shit happen a gang of times.
how
They
do y'all-
weren't even my kids.
How would y'all handle that though?
Shit, there's nothing you can do. The damage is done. All you can do is either help them or kick them the fuck out. You at the fork in the road. There's nothing else you can
Nigga,
do.
that's when you go to the Braille bondsman, nigga, and just go ahead and prepay my shit so I can get out as soon as possible, because it's about to be some ruckus. Thinking
But you know though, a lot of times though,
14? Yeah.
it comes off like it would be the boys' fault though, but there do be a lot of girls out
I
there
give two
forcing
fucks
it.
in a damn.
Hey,
Whatever little dick we're
No,
my girl.
no, I'm just
we
saying,
finna have
like,
a problem.
what I'm
Even if she opened her legs and said, "Come get it," nigga, you shouldn't.
Nah,
have.
because you know it's crazy. You know what the crazy thing is though, bro? It be a lot of girls out there, bro, that be wanting kids young.
Yeah.
And they be like
Yeah.
really trying to make these little boys be like, yo, I want you to be, I want to have a baby by
Well,
you.
they glorify the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the shit on TV.
Exactly.
16 and pregnant.
And around that age, everybody, females chasing dudes chasing females. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like that now too. So
I don't know, like
I know it was like that when I was younger. You know.
if my daughter came home and said she was pregnant, of course, you know, first instinct is to yell and be mad and whoop her ass, whatever. But at the end of the day, though, it's like, okay, you know, she's gonna be a woman from that situation, whether she keep the kid or not. She's gonna become a woman. Now you're gonna have to just either guide her and make her, you know, next, you know, in life, you know, choose the best path from this situation, because it can get better, or it can go a little better, or it can get even worse. Because then you might end up losing your child altogether because you guys just ain't clicking no more. You don't kicked her out the house.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't talked to her in years, and you know, you got this grandbaby that you ain't even cool with. Like, you're not cool with, but you're not even, you know, emotionally attached to. So I think when those type of things happen, I think the best thing you can do is, you know, get your issue, but then you got to come back to realization that it's already happened.
Yeah.
And you know, like shit. We all know them stories of whether it's our mom or like sisters and all that shit that had young kids, you know, being kids, having kids. The worst thing that I ever seen happen was like shit, especially in my situation. My mom and my sister, they got into it physically. You know what I'm saying? But hell, mom, you can't get too mad because you had a kid at 15.
Okay, so that to me goes back into the, like we was talking about earlier with the communication. Do you feel like this situation would happen less often if we actually spoke to our kids more in depth about sex, not just the bullshit, not the birds and the bees and don't do it, just don't do it.
Like the fictional aspect of it,
Not, instead of saying don't do it,
you saying really explain how that
get
dialogue
into it, you know, because like you said, once you start having sex, nigga, it don't stop. I don't give a fuck who you are, boy or girl. Once you fuck, you fucking. You not stop fucking, period. You gonna keep on doing it. So that's why I say is with the communication and introduction, far as, you know, even just self-hygiene, you know, taking care of yourself, having her put herself up on a pedestal before any little nigga can come up and even step to that pedestal. My daddy didn't already put me up here. So in order for you niggas to get up here, you gonna have to do
you
this,
gotta be a different kind of person.
This, and this. So, do you think that like girls without a father role or father figure in their household are the ones that are quicker to go towards that situation with the early pregnancies and everything else?
Of course, we always hear, you know, she has daddy issues and all that type of stuff. So I would say, just off of me always hearing that, I would believe so. But then again, though, there are like some girls that come from good backgrounds. Dad in the house, mom in the house, everybody productive, great careers.
Shit could happen.
Preacher's child.
Preacher's child. Well, I used to hear them the worst ones though. But you know, they end up having
kids.
They
always want to be curious on what it is.
Like my mom, she told me, like when she had her first kid at 15, she told me like straight up, she said, you know, that was something, and that was back in the day. That was something that was never talked about. You know, her mom never explained to her about none of that stuff. She had to learn about, you know, going through becoming a woman from somebody on the outside of the house. So
it's good to have dialogue to talk about that with your kid. So you saying y'all would talk to your kids, it ain't a certain age, it's just pretty much when you start seeing signs of that? Or
definitely.
I think it's, if you see the signs before a certain age, I say talk to them. But if you see that, you know, they're on a good path and stuff like that, then if you feel like they're ready at a certain age, then talk to them about it. But if you start seeing those telltale signs,
I think it depends on the maturity of the child, because like I say, every child, just because they're the same age, ain't the same level as far as maturity. So I think it depends on the maturity of the child. If your child is able to comprehend and get everything that you're talking about and really, let it sink in and get it, then yeah. Then I think you can just go ahead and have that smooth conversation, everything. Hey, this is what A, B's, and C's. Hey, let's talk about